Hi guys, my name is Kosta, and in this video I'm going to show you how I made Reze from Chainsaw Man, from printing all the way to the final paint job. We're doing this completely FDM again, minimal sanding, spot correction only, no crazy full body sanding sessions. Alright, so first the cleanup. I don't fully sand my prints, I mostly just spot check, anything that really needs it, like rough overhangs or messy top layers. I hit it with my Dremel using 300 to 400 grit, using just enough to smooth it out, not trying to destroy the details. After that I use my Canon technique to remove stringing. Basically just lightly pass the flame over the surface, don't hold it still though, just keep it moving, and it will melt the little hairs instantly. Now onto the smooth finish. For this I will be using resin. For this model I actually cut the legs in the slicer straight down the middle. That way there's zero overhang when printing. The only downside is the seam where the two halves meet. So I use UV resin to fix that. I apply it over the seam to fill the gap. And then I also use it for most of the parts to hide the layer lines. It basically acts like a self-leveling filler. Thin coats, don't flood it. After curing I wash the parts with water. I do have to mention that I didn't film the part. My bad. Then it's time for the primer. I use gray primer because it gives me a nice balance. Not too dark, not too bright. It lets the color stay accurate. So let's begin with the base, the explosions. I don't have a ton of experience painting explosions, so I was kind of freestyling here, but I'm actually really happy with how it turned out. The base coat will be a Vallejo Carmine red. Now here's how explosion works. The hottest, most intense part is at the center. That's where it's almost white yellow. As it expands it cools down and it will turn orange and then red, so we are basically painting heat. Next I will spray Vallejo orange fire into all the crevices, deeper areas where the explosion begins. Then I will even go more specific, with sun yellow. This only goes into the deepest, the hottest points. Very controlled, less is more here. You want the yellow glowing from the inside, not covering everything. For the stone parts I keep it simple. The base coat will be Vallejo London Grey, the highlights will be Vallejo Stonewall Grey, only on the raised areas, and the shadows will be Citadel Drakenhof Nightshade, in the cracks. Nice and easy, just let the explosion do the heavy lifting. Now onto the fun part, the skin. For base coat I use Vallejo Rosy Flash. Then I will spray Ionic Tint Flash into all the folds and anywhere the skin will connect to the clothing. So under the chest, around the hips and behind the knees. This will add some vibrance and depth. For highlights I use Vallejo Light Flash. I spray this on the breast, shoulders and top of the thighs, anywhere the light will naturally hit. You want this to keep it soft, you don't want chalky transitions. And that's already enough to make it look alive. For the Bomb Devil outfit I start with Vallejo Charcoal as the base coat. For her underwear I use Vallejo White and then shade it with Citadel Apothecary White. This is a super easy trick, it instantly adds contrast without much effort. I did have to clean up the edges because the putty covered some details. It's annoying, but it's worth fixing. For the metallic bomb devil parts, I use Vallejo gunmetal. And instead of brushing or dry brushing, I apply it with a makeup sponge. It gives a similar effect to dry brushing. It catches the raised areas, but it's softer and more controlled, and also less streaky. This will give it a more natural metal texture look. For apron, I mix London Grey with few drops of Vallejo charcoal. That gives me a dark and neutral base. For highlights, I use Stonewall Grey. It really pushes the depth and makes the folds pop. The stripes are just Vallejo black, nothing fancy here. For the flower she holding, I start with Vallejo Dectan as a base. This makes the white way more vibrant later. Then I paint the petals pure white and stem with Vallejo flat green. For the bomb devil teeth I also use Dectan. And no need to go full white, that would just make it look fake. So now onto the final touches. I add gloss varnish to the apron straps to give them slightly wet rubber feel. It adds depth without repainting anything. And then it's glue time. Always my favorite part. Everything comes together and suddenly it's not parts anymore. I'm honestly super happy with how this one turned out. The explosion was a bit scary to start with, but it worked out great. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps my channel. And then I will see you in the next video.